I thought that should be a rose.
Well, you can contribute to the
There.
questions
Oh,
this way
yeah.
by being live and.
That's
What
what
they
they
do.
read.
questions.
Oh,
I learned a lot last,
And
that
then
was
the-
my second time. Last time
Five.
I learned a lot.
All right, we'll have to do the pattern again, but let's go ahead and get started, so. So I only changed one of them.
I have 5 is cream, 2 is red, and 3 is rose.
Okay. It hasn't saved yet. Okay. Put the pattern one before you leave. It's still gonna wait. Oh, it's still not finished. Well, I came in early to fix this and did the wrong thing and did the wrong thing again. So, we've got the last of our blocks. It's not gonna be what we have on here. And then piecing. So, I will tell you, when I pieced this, I pieced it in rows. People asked for blocks, to piece it in blocks instead of rows. And so, I made it out into, I think it's 4 by 4, so 16 squares to piece instead of piecing along the whole row. I'll tell you, it wasn't that hard when I pieced it in rows. You can do it either way. If you decide to piece it in rows, the way I did it is I took the top row, and I started in the middle, because then you're sewing the same pieces on over and over and over. And you sew 2 of them. And then you sew, opposite sides. So you're making the same row twice. To me it was, you can do it however you want, but to me that made sense. So that's how I did it. But, not everything makes sense to everybody the same way. Rebecca, will you grab the spools quilt? Did anybody bring show and tell?
I did just a couple.
Let's stand up and let's see.
This is a snack mat. Chris loves pelicans, or flamingos, and so I just made them a snack mat for eating on the coffee table is what they do.
Oh, those are so cute.
And then the mug rug,
Nice.
just out of appliques.
While she's grabbing that. So we're getting ready to start a new project next month. Oops, sorry. Thank you. Myself. And everybody kind of voted, and we landed on, or I should say you guys chose by majority, the Drunkard's Path. So this is a pattern. This is a free pattern on Moda. Yeah, Moda. It uses mini charms, and it snowballs you snowball for these patches. This is 1.5 inches. So if you have mini charms laying around, this is a really easy one to make, and it went together super quick. So that's my show and tell. I actually got something done. Do we have any questions other than the error on the pattern, which we'll fix and you can pick up before you leave? About this month. So you're piecing the remainder of your blocks and piecing the top. Okay. Moving on. I came up with a couple of different layouts for the Drunkard's Path. It's kind of a fun block to use in quilting. And I know we talked about, I don't quite have this one colored finished, but I still even kind of like this, just the open. So I wanted to get your consensus. So this is one, these need to be rotated. And this is one. So it doesn't have to be, that's with everything rotated. So kind of these are your options. So like this one or this one. First one. All right, show of hands. One.
I like both.
Yeah.
Got to vote. One or two.
One.
One.
I gotta vote for one over here too.
Vote for one. Okay.
Can you tell me what, that you need the angles
Nope.
and the dates, or, oh, you need that die?
The Drunkard's Path, 3-inch.
Okay.
It's a small quilt. It's gonna measure just under 40 inches. So
I've got the
tabletopper.
4-inch Drunkard's Path,
Okay.
so mine would come out bigger.
Your cutting instructions
Will be totally wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, the skill that we were talking about learning is curved piecing. If you've done curved piecing, you're probably okay to
I've done some.
some. Smaller is easier when you're curved piecing because there's less room for error,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So the bigger your curve is, the more you might be off on the end. So it's good to start small with a smaller die, and then as you grow more confident, move up to the larger one. Curve piecing is nothing to be afraid of. Has the notches you can line up, but you know, if you go out and watch YouTube videos, you can see people, they just piece them. It is important, everybody knows what I'm saying, to get your press or foot pressure correct when you're doing curve piecing because you're sewing on the bias. So do that test strip of your fabrics that you're going to select before you start piecing this. This is going to be key. Okay, and we'll talk more about that next month, and we'll meet on a regular date next month. I think this is an adorable quilt. I'm thinking like Riley Blake fabrics where it's real kind of florally because this is kind of an old-fashioned pattern and you want to have that old-fashioned look. This, I work in solids because it's easier to export and copy and paste when we're doing the pattern. But we will actually have kits for it. So next question is, who wants a kit?
I want to see the fabric before I decide.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Probably not.
No?
Okay. Lots to use.
All right. So we do have dyes in. You don't have the dye and you need it. We do have it. Pattern will be $10, I think. Yeah, probably. And then should be, I don't know if it's available to sign up now.
Which one?
AccuQuilt. No?
The actual one.
Yeah, next month. Yep. Okay, so we will find out for sure which one we're gonna do because we do this class again tonight. And I will post a picture of the final result on the AccuQuilt Club sign up page. Whether it's gonna be this one or
You need to sign up again when you start your project.
when we start a new project, because sometimes people don't want to do the project
Okay.
or that one. I think they're both cute. So they're both the same size. But
Now this is tabletopper size?
Yeah.
You talked about that before. Okay.
yeah, not a big one. I mean, so we're only learning one new skill with this. So
What size was it?
it's just under 40 inches.
Okay.
And we'll break it up a couple. If we do this one, well, either one we do, we'll break it up over a few months, a couple months, so that you're not stuck piecing. Some people will. They'll piece the whole thing, and but
Not
'Cause
with
we
the
always-
holidays.
not with the
Yeah.
holidays. That's true.
At least
Yeah.
not my schedule.
Well, we do have our eager beavers, and
Yes. Right.
I get it. When I start a project, I want to just be done. I want to marathon it and just be done. So I understand it.
Depends on how frustrated you get in the process.
That's true.
Sometimes you have to sit down and walk away.
I will talk about my new favorite tool is the curved awl for ripping out stitches. And I use it for ripping out my pieced stitches too. And it's just, it is exactly what it says. Curved awl has a little hook on the end of it. And I like it better than using a seam ripper because I don't have to pick out all the little tiny pieces. I can just pick out, and you just scratch it across and it pulls the thread out.
Is that kind of like the pick that comes with the AccuQuilt? Is it similar to that?
Except it's not as sharp, so you're not going to pierce your
Okay.
fabrics. Not going to poke a hole in your fabrics with the seam ripper.
I have used that hook and pinch though.
Yeah,
The AccuQuilt one.
yeah. It's a little bit different, and it has a nice little handle. It's not huge either, so. So, if you don't have one, take a look at it. It's worth it. They're not terribly expensive. I keep mine on my sewing machine bed because I make a lot of mistakes.
Is that something you have here?
Yeah, we have them here, don't we? We do. Yeah, it's a cool little tool. If you are a long armor, this is a must-have. So, does anybody have a long arm? Okay. So when I was quilting a quilt and I was using automation, I got about this far into it before I recognized what it was doing. So when you advance your quilt and you're moving it forward, I clicked on the wrong row and it started overlapping my pattern. This is a godsend because you can just stand there and just pull. You have your top thread and you can just pull that bottom thread. And it works great.
I had one, so I didn't know there was a hole in the quilt, it was one somebody else had made,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Oh,
got stuck there, and by the time I got there, probably 50 or 60 stitches at least, getting some in one spot.
it's a cool little tool. Sean can print it maybe.
Yeah.
So nice little handle, but see how it has like a little, and it's soft, so it's not like your die picks. Don't use it on die, but it's just a little curve on the end of the awl, and it's perfect for just scraping over your stitches, and it just pulls them out. And if you're a long armor,
How much is it?
it is
$17.99.
$17.99.
It doesn't even have to worry about the label, but I did.
She has more back.
I have more than enough for everyone.
Okay.
I
So
will take one too.
it is a very cool tool. I don't know. I've made too many mistakes with my seam ripper where I've actually been, you put it in there and you yank it forward and then it cut the fabric instead of the stitches.
I've done that too.
It's painful, right? Then you got to get up and go cut the piece out. But if you're sitting there, and I use a 1.8 millimeter stitch, so it's small, and it still is enough. You just pull it out, and so we don't work with great big giant huge pieces, and I suspect we may be doing some picking with this one as you learn the skill. Okay. Any questions?
No,
Okay.
are those out there? Because I'll get the 3-inch to try instead of my 4-inch.
Yep, they're out there. Yep, the dies are here. I am gonna go fix my pattern, pick it up before you
Okay.
leave. And if you want the pattern, I don't remember what we put on the pattern price. $10? Yeah. Then you can get the whole pattern all at once. Cut it out. And these are available on YouTube, so.
So if we don't choose to do your material though, then we get the pattern, pick our own.
Yeah, you'll still get cutting instructions